What's up, super coaches, and welcome to my round four trades, final teams, captains, and all the such to do with my team. We are 23 hours away from bounce tomorrow night. I'm recording this one on a Wednesday, so team sheets have not been announced for the week, only for the Thursday night tomorrow, Collingwood versus Brisbane. So these picks are going to be heavily determined on the team sheets that are upcoming. But I would be lying if I told you that I knew what I was doing this week. I had some baseline plans that I was looking at, and I've still got to follow through. But Jerry's definitely put it's made it hard for a lot of coaches. I've had him from the start of the year, so I got that 199. But I really, really feel for you if you traded him after the 199. Worst case scenario for you, but. This is that super coach for you, isn't it? That is what you've got to deal with. I've had 4 forced changes already. So 4 of my 6 trades that I've used have been forced. And now 5 for Jerry, because I just don't think the points that you're going to leak by keeping him is worth it. Now, as you can see, we do have potentially some options, but it is heavily determined on the team sheets this week. Let's go straight into it. Let's have a look and see what the plans are for this week. So, first things first, we swap on the blue dudes that are playing this week. So, Buderick on you again. I believe Lombard's playing. News with Todd Marshall is that he is out this week, confirmed. And I believe he might even be out next week. I think they're going to ramp up his progress from his ankle. So, I don't know if the pick is still worth it. I'm going to be holding because I've got other things to take care of. But that means that we're going to have one forward that's not playing this week. It's okay because it's only best 18 again because we've got 2 teams on the bye, GD West and St Kilda. So I'm okay with having just one less in the forward line. So not looking to move. Hopefully he'll be back shortly. Get well soon, Toddy. Then in the midfield, we got Oliver on the bye. Carroll's on the bye as well, but I'm potentially looking to move Carroll. Blamiras, you're playing. And I'm not sure if Murdoch is playing this week just yet. He had hamstring awareness last week and did not play. This week he has got at home versus Sydney. It's a tough matchup. Who knows? So I'm just going to put Watkins on there because I know Watkins is going to hold his spot for now. We'll see what happens with Murdoch. I might be able to use Watkins as a loop. No, I can't even do that because they play at the same time. So I'll figure that out. And then in the back line, we've got Sinclair. Jack's on your come, son. And I believe, that's what we'll roll into. Anyone we can loop? Not really. Yep. Not worth looping anyone from there. So that's the playing side this week before changes made. Just chuck the emergency on there, not like it matters. We got Jerry that I definitely want to move on. Another one I want to move on is Parrish. Parrish is definitely just underperforming, and I think a lot of coaches are looking to move him this week. And Carroll's another one that I'm looking to move. Yeah, break even risen to 23, long-term play. Yeah, it's just not working for Carroll. He's not the scorer. He's going to be a slow burner, a real slow burner. So out of all my rookies, he'll be the one that I'd look to move up. And with the cash, I think I've just got to do something like that. Then we've also got Jerry to move. Depending on if McAndrew is named, I've seen rumors during the week that potentially Riley O'Brien has put his hand up. He had a massive score in the 2s. But I also saw another thing later than that McAndrew was rucking with the A's and Riley O'Brien with the B's. So I'm going to keep him there for now. If he doesn't get named, then we're all screwed, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm going to work out this team as McAndrew is playing. I'm going to pretend that McAndrew is playing. So what I was thinking is I'm not in the boat of swapping McAndrew to the ruck line because of the fact that our rucks are one of the highest scoring positions in Supercoach, even with those changes. So looking at our ruck options, we've got Max Gawn, who is the A grader, top of the line. You can't get better than Gawn, of course. But I'm not looking to go there. I'm actually looking to go to Tim English. I saw him at the start of the year. I wanted him at the start of the year, and I faded him for Jerry. Probably the right move at the time, but now it's blew up in my face. So I'm looking to move in Tim English for Jerry, just a straight swap. He is versus Essendon this week, so there is potential for a really big ceiling score. So that will be our first trade for now, is getting Tim English in. And then Parrish is going to score poorly against Bulldogs. I don't think he's going to get a lot of touches in that midfield. But we have Carroll on the bench that I'm just looking to get rid of. With that money that I have sitting there, I'm looking to get as top of the line as you can get. Bontempelli should have started him from the start of the year, and he's versus Essendon. He's probably going to get 5, let's be real. Going to get rested up forward, and even when he is rested up forward, he is just a massive scorer. So getting the BONT in, that kind of sets my midfield up very, very well, because that's the only position I'm looking to upgrade at this stage before DPP changes come through. Defense is a little bit sketchy. I'm looking to put some time into my defense potentially next week with Lockie Ash after the bye, as I planned. But the forward line, I'm looking to leave until your Tuke Millers and Jason or Francis has come through, so we can then potentially move up a Berry that I mistakenly traded in last week, as I made a deep dive video into why I should get him, and that blew up in my face. So only issue with the midfield at this stage is that we have 0 DPP in there at the early stages. So if someone's injured, someone goes down, I can't swap from the mid to forward or vice versa to defense. It makes things a little bit harder structure-wise, but I think we are fine with getting the points early in that midfield. So those are the 2 trades that I was looking to make. I was potentially looking to go even one further, boost once again. That would be absolutely insane to use 3 boosts this early. But I was looking to move on from Parrish before he drops price too much. I'm really just praying that this week something clicks with him and he has a big one. I'm not predicting it, but we are hoping for it. It does depend on team lists as well, because if McAndrew's not named, that makes things hard. I'll probably have to move things around and elect maybe to get a different flex and then just put McAndrew to the ruck for now. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But yeah, everyone else I'm either happy with or have bigger issues to look at. So Dan Houston, who had a really bad score after Howe coming back in the side, Howe, Moore and Houston on the back line. Moore is out, so potentially are safe for a couple of weeks with Houston. So no, not looking to move there. Wins is just trickling along, not what I wanted when I first picked him up, but it's not enough for me to move him out, if that makes sense. Coleman just put out 100, so yeah, you can't complain about any of that. Anything else? Bruin, that's forgiven. Yeah, you broken nose, mate, fair enough. Yeah, it looks like it's just Parrish at this stage that's really cooked me. Berry I'm stuck with for now. There's no point in trading him after I just made the move last week, so let's just say, if we were to boost, what are our options with Darcy Parrish? Let's have a look here. Now, what we could do is we could swap another rookie on field, so Grill into the midfield. And then it allows us to have a look at potentially looking at defenders, which are not in abundance of options. Josh Dacos is always a good option. I should have gone there when I went to Houston. Yeah, there's not a whole lot, is there? Jordan Clark is kind of intriguing. He has dropped in a little bit of price. And Nasiah Wangani Malira was also an option for myself. He's on that buy, so maybe if he wasn't on the buy, I'd move him in. But yeah, my number 1 option for the defense is Lockie Ash. I think he's going to be top 5 for the year, Lockie Ash. So I'm potentially just looking to leave Parrish in for one more week. He can't drop in price that much. I think he's got a break even of, I think it says it in his notes, Supercoach's notes. New break even of 71. We may need to consider getting him out this week. I think that, yeah, while that is right, I think it is also worth just giving him one more week as well. With if he scores 65 that region, he's going to lose maybe 2,000. He's not going to get 40. If he does, then he's an absolute toss bag. But yeah, I'll leave him for now. I'm not looking to screw up my whole entire trading system for the back end of the year, as I've had to do a lot of moves forced. A lot of people are saying just not to move healthy bodies at this stage. If there's a healthy body, just keep him on field. And with best 18, I think that that's okay to have Parrish in there one more week and moving him next week. So this is the lineup that it's going to look like this week. We've got all, except Marshall actually, we've got all people playing on field. So potentially in a high scorers in order. Now, captain-wise, let's have a quick look in our options. So I'm actually looking to potentially go Sheasel Vice. His scoring output's been massive recently, so roll with a Sheasel at versus Carlton Friday, Easter Friday, big game. matchup not that great, so he could go big, I think. Matchup is Carlton, and we all know how good they are at the moment. So I'm leaning on going Shees or Vice. Other options, Vice might be Butters at Richmond at the MCG day game. I think that Richmond would like to put a little bit of intention into him, so not looking to go there. Dacos, I'm not looking to go there either. Playing tomorrow night, I know that they're going to send Barry to him and make his night really difficult, so looking to phase Dacos. He'll probably get 150 again, as I thought he was going to get attention last week from the Crows, and look at what happened. No, not the Crows, it was GWS. What am I thinking? And it didn't happen. And then looking at captain options, we've got pretty much one option and one option only. Well, I guess you could say two options. We've got Tim English against a Essendon Blackiston, who has been having a crap year so far. Or we can go with a safe pick, BONT and Pelly, highest average in the whole entire competition, highest price in the whole comp. So I'm looking to potentially just go the safe pick with the BONT. Can't go wrong, hey? Tim English could get 110. BONT could get 180. So let's leave it with that. We'll roll from Sheasel into the BONT. And that looks like our team. This team is so far, so it's odd. It's really odd looking. Our midfield is pretty much done for the time being. We're looking to leave our midfield once Oliver comes back. We've got Jagger Smith at the last spot in the midfield. So, and then Balamiro's on the bench as a backup is absolutely insane. So looking to leave the midfield for now. Potentially, yeah, moving on to Parrish next week, moving Grill into the midfield because we've got stocks there, and then moving Ash in is the play. And this is all hoping and praying that there's no injuries this week, so we don't have to make any further force changes. And then once those DPP changes come in after a gather round, looking to definitely work on that forward line because that's probably the worst forward line I've had in Supercoach in a very long time. All right, so that's that. Performers this week. Barry better perform his ass off. Lombard, I'm hoping he has a big one against Melbourne. Well, who else are we looking to perform? Parrish, we know it's not going to happen, but we can hope and pray so he doesn't drop in price completely. Houston, bounce back tomorrow night, we're looking for. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everyone else can plod along and do what they do. All right, and Mickey Andrew, hope you hold your spot, buddy. We're all praying for you. Okay, that's that. Let me know if I've made mistakes with my early trades. I've tried to conserve as best as I can while also making those forced changes. So it's definitely an odd season so far, a tough season. Maybe not as tough as last year. Last year was pretty tough, but we've got around 500,000 to spend. If you look at the top here, 469,000. That leaves us a lot of room to potentially move a Parrish and a rookie that's plodding along like a Sarong potentially to make some big moves early. I'm happy, excited, and hopefully Port Adelaide have a big one, big response. Not that I care too much because as much as Koshi is saying that it's not a rebuild and we're going to ban that word, sometimes you just need to come to terms with the future of the club. They'll be good because I got some good father-son picks coming through. So, but nevertheless, this is not a Port review or preview. I'm looking to actually upload a Port preview tomorrow night. So look out for that if you are a Port fan. But that's that. Let me know any tips, any further content ideas, and I think I'll catch you all tomorrow in my preview for Port versus Richmond at the MCG. Peace out.